Yeah, just trying to figure something out. You'll see in a second. Let's get into it. I'm gonna pause the music. Alright. How's everything sound? Got a new mic. Got some new coffee. I gotta make sure I'm not yelling at you, okay? Yeah, it looks like everything's good. How do I sound? Let's scare you. Ooh. Ooh. How you doing? Mike. How you doing, pretty folks? How's it going? This is nice. Now I just need to get. I've had this mic. Let's get this out of the way. I've had this mic for months. I'm talking about like since the beginning. I think I've had it since Noted DX, and I've never set it up. But I had a little bit too much coffee last night, and I set it up. It sounds good. I've had a lot of video problems instead, and I was trying to figure out, why can't I hear my music? Like, oh my gosh, I've got everything set up. No, I just had my Bluetooth on, so it was connected to my headphones. So the whole time I was freaking out about that. I was looking at that. So let's see. Let's get into it, I guess. All right, real quick. X1 for music, X2 for no music tonight or today. This is pumpkin spice by Cantaloupe, which makes I don't really like milk in my coffee, but I like trying new coffee. This right here is black coffee. Okay, no music, calm down, jeez. Calm down, you stop, Fitty, I'll put you in something. This is cinnamon dolce, or dulce, Starbucks. I do a cold brew, and yeah, that's that. Well, alright, I get the point. Yeah, so this is Cantaloupe pumpkin spice, which has some protein. It's pretty good. And then the cinnamon dolce, I made it a little bit too weak. I should have added one more scoop, but it's delicious. I'm actually thinking about doing like coffee reviews. I don't know. I just tried it because it was on sale. That's the only reason. Maybe I should make a poll of that. I like dark roasts and stuff like that. Should I do coffee reviews every now and then? Would you watch? Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to get from a couple of local roosters. We will see though, as it's always expensive to get local. I don't know why. Just setting up everything here for you. Honeydew and Cantaloupe. Boom. Boom. Alright, so Honeydew and Cantaloupe haven't been done in a while. So it's kind of useful to get some of these out of the way. Just to kind of update everyone. How does that look? Yeah, that's big enough. Giggity. So Honeydew is weird. It's a hit or miss thing for people. Same thing with Cantaloupe. Really, all melons except for watermelon. Poor watermelon is just why does everyone loves watermelon? Not poor watermelon, poor Cantaloupe and Honeydew. No one cares about them. I love them. I like them, if not more than watermelon. Now, when I first started, my favorite e-liquid still is I'm not gonna get the where's the original name? There it is. The original name, Honeydew Chew. Which was supposed to be honeydew candy. It just tasted like honeydew, or like a honeydew drink. And that is, till this day, still my favorite. And there's nothing to it, it's just honeydew. But it's so damn good. So there is a lot of people that just can't stand honeydew. It is what it is. I enjoy it. And there's a couple that you've probably had in these big flavor commercial e-liquids. Honeydew TPA. There's two versions. The only thing I notice in the difference is potency. The flavor to me is the same, but a little bit less rambunctious. Now this is the rambunctious one, if I'm correct. Am I correct? Let me get this correct. Which one is the potent one? I think it's the first one, if I'm correct, is the most potent one. Now, it says to use it 3.4. Both of them will say that. Now, V1, and correct me if I'm getting mixed up because of my dyslexia, but V1 is a lot harder to work with because it is super, super potent. Not in the essence of like, well, it is pretty potent. 1% can show up in a mix. Most people don't. At 2 or 3, don't use it unless they want to kind of like notice it significantly in a mix. It's kind of a bully. It can overpower a mix super easy. I always recommend starting at like 1 or 2 and then, working your way up towards 3, because it can easily take over an entire recipe and it will just be honeydew. Now, what I wanted to say is I don't get this, but a lot of people get like soapy or cleaning, stuff like that. Linda, I'm lazy. That's why. No other way about it. Oh, and don't forget about dewberry. Yeah, now, like Plop says, there's people like me. I find it absolutely delicious. It tastes like a honeydew juice, maybe. Like it's maybe like 25% artificial, 75% real. But it's really good. It's a really good honeydew flavor. But like I said, if you are like those soap tasters or plasticky, it could probably do that to you. A lot of people hate this flavor, as you can tell by, well, I have 5 stars, but it has 3.5. So like I said, nothing wrong with it. It has a great body, great density. It's not dry. Yeah, so you just kind of have to be careful with how do you utilize it. So just start low. Yeah, Fiddy, I've used it 3, 4, and 5% and been fine. Don't get me wrong, you can go crazy with this flavor, but it can be a little bit of a dick to work with. But I like it. I enjoy it. It's kind of like, if you're just looking for like a singular honeydew, I tend to go for it. And yeah, there is the staining. I've heard people have to throw RDAs away because of this flavor. I've never had that case. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying I'm the most thorough cleaner of my RDAs, but if you clean them, I've never had issues. I've never even had issues just switching cotton, water, and kind of a quick clean, and doesn't stick for me. However, I've never used it in plastic. I do know, like, using it in pods, RTAs and stuff like that, you got to do a little bit more of a deeper clean when you're dealing with plastic or stuff like that. It has a 9.6 rate. What are you talking about? Now, Honeydew Melon Cap, I actually just recently worked with it again. I only did it at 2%? Yeah, so like I was using it as an additive. It's not too bad. Very candied. It's similar to TPA in that like honeydew aspect, but it's way more candied or artificial, whatever you want to call it. I mean, let's face it, honeydew to begin with doesn't really taste real to begin with. Like it definitely tastes like this is artificial. It just tastes like sugar for water. Like that's what it tastes to me. I think Cap is a lot more forgiven and easier to work with than TPA. That doesn't necessarily mean it's better. I think in candy applications it's better, and then I think TPA is better and more natural. Both have great bodies. Yeah, both have a very bassy kind of nature to them. I think, both are easy to start off with and try out. Nothing's wrong with either of them. I would say as TPA is 75% natural, 25% artificial, this is the reversed 75 artificial, 25 natural, maybe even less natural. I mean, it's pretty much candied, and then you get the flavor of honeydew, you know. So I love it. I love a good honeydew too. Honeydew do. Let's turn this around. I don't want this to feel like, let me just finish it. I don't want this to look like an infomercial for Colombe. But yeah, I like it. I always forget I have this flavor. And when I was mixing my last recipe yesterday, I realized I have like 2 bottles of them. So I've accidentally ordered it a couple times, and I think I have more. But yeah, both are good. I think the cap is less likely to get that soapy taste. At least since I don't get it from either, I just feel like that one is the less chemically of the bunch. Oh gosh. Let me reply to this. All right. So Honeydew 2 TPA is a, you know, Fiddy says, you know, exactly, no free advertising. At least for companies like that, you know. What do you mean? This one. Okay. Oh, cool. Welcome everyone. So this one is a little bit more candied. I don't think it's drastically candied, honestly. I just think it's a little bit more green compared to the original, and not much difference. Like, if you put them side by side, I'm sure you could like decipher the exact amounts of honey in the dew. But if I gave you 2 and I was like, this is TPA 1, you'd be like, yeah, you know, like you wouldn't notice. Now, putting them side by side, there is slight changes, slight differences, but they're not drastic. One's a little bit more green, one's a slightly more juicy. Nothing to the point where I think it makes a big difference. What I think it makes a big difference is V2 is slightly easier to work with. I think it might, and since I don't get it, like I said, I think this one might not have the soapy thing that V1 has, but then again, I don't know. Besides that, I don't, at least under my palate, see a huge difference besides potency and working with it. So it's kind of just, you got to kind of try it to figure it out. I will say it's not like Cap V2, V1, how one is drastically worse or drastically better. No, it's not the case. See, the problem with Honeydew is, like, one, it's not too sweet. And you're thinking watermelon, you're like, it's going to be sweet. It's not too sweet. It's juicy, but it's not, like, dripping like a watermelon. And it's got, like, this slightly floral note that I kind of feel like is just sugar. So a lot of people don't like Honeydew. Cantaloupe is kind of more floral. It's, like, in between watermelon and all that. But watermelon is like the pretty sister that gets everything she wants. You know, it's sweet, it's juicy, it gets all the attention. But at the end of the day, all 3 are good. If there is, to me, I think berries and melons are just like the most solid fruits you can get. Like, you can get pretty much any berry and depending upon how you want it, you'll like it. And same thing with melon. There's always one melon or one, berry for someone. It's more on the candied. I don't think it's drastic to the point where, like, I don't think it's like Capella's. I think Capella's is drastic, whereas this is just slightly a weird noise. What are you talking about, Linda? I don't trust you, Linda. Got some new coffee. I gotta make, like, I don't think it's like Capella's. I think Capella's is drastic, whereas this is just slightly weird noise. Any berry and you'll, I mean, depending upon how you want it, you like it. And same thing. I gotta put more suppression on there. Jesus, what is that? Is that the wind? I think that was just me hitting. I gotta, okay. There we go. Is that better? I can't move. All right. Yeah. TPA, whatever. Yeah. So I got this one off of like a request. I think it was from the original Noted crew. Is the mic better? Is the mic better? Yeah. Huh? This thing's sensitive. Let me see. Where did the sugar come from? Jesus. Advanced properties. Test. I turned the monitor off. Can you still hear me? Tacos in chat, please. Tacos in chat. It's not good. We'll get into that in a second. I mean, it's not. We'll get into it in a second. It's not like the worst thing in the world. All right. Can you guys hear me? You're just gonna leave me in the drain here. I gotta work on the threshold a little bit, I think. All right. Yeah, like, why is it picking up my hands there? I don't think you guys hear me. Properties. Boo, boo, doo, doo. Advanced properties. There we go. Oh, sound is good. Okay. Thank you, Ronald. Thank you, Ronald. One of y'all. All right. Chicken foot, what's up, man? All right. I just want to make sure. Because it's sensitive. I got to work on, you know, like... Look, shh, be quiet. Why is it picking me up tapping? I'm tapping my finger on a pad. So I think it might be taking either the vibration from the mic. Like, do you guys hear this? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. So I got to work on it a little bit, but overall, it sounds good. I still have the old mic. I didn't trash it. So, anyways. Honeydew Melon Flavor Jungle. A lot of people recommended this one, you know, 6 years ago during the Noted OG. I got it. It's okay. It's kind of like TPA, or no, more like, imagine Capella if you turned the volume all the way down. Like, you know, Capella is like this, and then you know Flavor Jungle is, so it's much different. It's not bad, but it's just, so what percentage is it? Like 4? No, 2. It's not as vibrant in your face as the other honeydews. It's a lot more mellow and kind of relaxed, which is like a regular honeydew. I don't know if that's good though, because when you mix with it, it tends to just get overpowered. It also has this kind of odd green note that doesn't match the honeydew. I know that sounds weird, but it's like the wrong color green, kind of maybe like it's overripe or underripe. I don't know. It was the fan, Linda. The fan was blowing this paper. I think you can hear this paper. Yeah. This paper is just some that my daughter made, and I just keep it here to look at it. If it keeps blowing around, I can move it. But I think I'll just work on the suppression and all that. But this is the highest. It's sensitive. Maybe move the mic a little bit. I could do that. 1 second. Oh, now you tell me it's fine? Now you tell me it's fine? How's it from right here? I think it's fine right here. Oop, loud sounds. Gonna get loud. There you go. Bring you a little closer. Come here, babe. Come here, babe. There you go. Should be fine from right here. How's this sound? Midnight tacos. Midnight tacos. Oh, lost my camera. What was that sound? I don't know why, but my webcam just went. Anyways, Honeydew melon. I don't know what I was saying about it. I kind of felt like it was not that good. I felt like it was a little bit forgetful, a little bit mellow, a little bit, you know, kind of too relaxed. And I didn't like how it mixed. It didn't really show up in mixes. And then when you tried to, you know, make it show up in mixes, it just didn't do what it was supposed to do. Yeah, now I'm like talking right into the thing. See, the problem is, so what I got, tangent time. So what I got, and I don't even like Honeydew melon. Don't get it. There's so much better from Flavor Jungle. So anyways, I got a mic stand coming, like a little cheap one, so I can just face it right here and talk. Because the problem is to get this correctly, like in my face, like then you got this thing all in your face, you know? And I would prefer if the mic was kind of like out of the way. But what are you gonna do, you know? It took me 6 months to put this mic up, so we'll see. And I definitely need it because my desk, like this is gonna fall off. Like it's just the clamp, like how my desk is, it has like a lip, so it just doesn't clamp well. And so, yeah, I got like a $2, $3 little mini mic thing, little shit coming. What do you mean focuses? You don't control me. You know what? You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to do, mister. Okay? I can tangent, Ted Nugent all day. Here, you want to update? Flavor West sucks. It's terrible. I'm not adding it to my stash, and nor should you. It tastes like chemicals. It tastes like whatever turned the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like if Gatorade was poisoned. It tastes like Arkansas with Florida. It doesn't taste good. And you shouldn't get it. Oh, you're going to order it just out of spite? Go ahead. Flavor West is going to laugh at you. Because this hasn't even sold in candy. This only sells in jails. This is how they get their honeydew in jail, is Flavor West. Not even diluted. Straight concentrate. In Arizona, they use this as pepper spray. Not even to the eyes. They spray it on you and you just... Is that good enough for you, fucking fitty? LB. Terrible as well. Is it? Yeah, it's terrible. It's okay. I'm being a little harsh. It's not the greatest. Hey, Amy. It's not the greatest. It's just green. There's no, like, distinguishedly honeydew kind of essence to it. It just sounds like someone that never had honeydew tried to make honeydew. It's pure candy. It's not good as well. Flavor West is worse if you want to ask. Honeydew favor. Honeydew favor, not that bad, honestly. It is kind of purely natural. A little bit boring. It's just kind of what it's supposed to be, honeydew. You got one of them. Don't forget the worm. I eat an abundance of food, and I don't gain weight. I don't know what's going on. Like, I eat a shocking amount of large foods in one sitting. So probably ADHD, mono, and a worm. A worm, and a worm is a bird. Okay. Honeydew Flora has a little bit of a rind note. Just heads up. As most melons from them do. Let's not give it a name, okay? Let's just call it the worm, okay? We're not going to call it tape or scotch or duct. Actually, we could call it duct. We could call it duct tape. I'm okay with that. That's one of the best things in the world is duct tape, let's face it. Scotch, kiss my ass. Duct tape is amazing. You can do so many things with duct tape. Anyways, Honeydew Favora. At this point, you don't know anything except that it's honeydew and from Favora. And it has a little bit of rind note. It is good, not overly sweet, great body, typical 1. I think this one's at 2 here. Yeah, it's like 1.3, but I only use it at 1. It's a great flavor, great honeydew, very basic honeydew, simple. Where? And it's good. However, like if you're looking for a more like vibrant, enjoyable honeydew, it might not be the best. I do like using it as an additive with other honeydews. Putting it in the like 0.5, 0.75 range with another honeydew to kind of boost it. Also while giving it kind of a natural kind of rind. But it's good. It's not. It's similar to the honeydew in the wild melon, but it's slightly turned down. So, honeydew Perilium is similar to Melon Patch. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Melon Patch Perilium, but it's similar to the honeydew that's in that. It has, yeah, it's kind of like, exactly, Plop. And it's similar with Perilium and Melon Patch. This is a very candied kind of honeydew with, similar to like, Capella, how it has that honeydew natural taste, but then it's just swamped by like candiness. It's very simple to that, similar to that. Both of them are in the like 3 to 5 range. At 3, they just kind of boost a recipe without showing up. If you want to make it more of a base, like 5 is probably, a good end game, but start at 4, of course. All their melons are pretty good. They're a little bit boring. They're kind of like 2016 flavors. Whoops, sorry. My bad. But they're good. They're just, the potency thing kind of annoys me because you really have to kind of push them up on the far end, in the 4 to 5 to 6 range, and that ends up sometimes making a recipe kind of unbalanced, which is really annoying. But besides that, they're fairly easy to work with. What I typically do is if I want it as an accent, start at 2, and if I want as a base, start at 4. What are you talking about, Fitty? What are you talking about? Make a comment, Fitty. The joke only works if you make a comment. You gotta make a comment. That's weird. Just kidding, Fitty. Here you go. Here you go. Welcome back. Welcome back, Fitty. Okay? I'm just kidding. Don't get up shit. Alright. I took away your wrench and then gave it back. Because it was funny. Honeydew motherfucker. Fitty, do you have honeydew melon? Robin's here. Oh, Jesus. Let me zoom out. Can't see nothing. The butterscotch. They also say What would you expect from medicine flower with honeydew? Tastes spot on, like you shoved a perfectly sweetened and ripe honeydew into your atomizer. Okay. Cool. Looks like it's good. It has 5 stars. Honeydew FA. I don't have this one. Is this a new one? Is this one of the new ones? I don't remember this one. Do I have it? That is the question. I don't think I do. And what is this? VTA. Okay, VTA I do have. I don't know why it doesn't have any ratings. Honestly, I'd give it like a 2. So a lot of people like this flavor. I don't even know what that does, Fitty. Giving you admin. What does it do? 1 second, I'm gonna do it again. Oh crap. There you are. Add is monitor. Can manage block words and change chat modes in live, and also has the capability of what do you mean change chat modes in live? Can manage block words. I don't have block words. There is no block words here. There's no difference. You have no capabilities, and I don't want you changing chat modes in live. I don't even know what that is. And how does that benefit? Like, what, you mean top mode in live chat? Like, isn't that subjective? Like, you can do that to whoever's doing it? Dang, 8 people pretty much would watch coffee reviews. I feel like a lot of, tangent time, before I shit on VTA, I think a lot of people, like the DIY world, coffee is an easy kind of other route, because we already got a lot of the, flavors, and it's something that's pretty much the same realm that we're in, where there's endless amount of possibilities, like how you do it, how you intake it, how you make it, like, so it's pretty relatable. Oh, I do have the fastest thumbs. Actually, I don't. Actually, my thumbs are, they're strong, but they're not fast. They're just a fat bowl. Anyways, Honeydew Vape Train. A lot of people said this is good. The steep time is what gets me, okay? You know what? I'll give it a 3. After the steep, it's okay. But my God. It is one of the worst flavors off the shake. It has this chemical kind of cleaning nature to it that, for my palate, doesn't really go away. It's not the most enjoyable honeydew. It's, normal kind of VTA. There's nothing like potent about it or anything. It's just not really good flavor. I think it needs time, because I feel like it has alcohol in it, just by the flavor and the smell off of it. I did not enjoy it as much as people said. I think it was Emily that really enjoyed it, and she was the only one that had it, and this was like 6 years ago. I will say, after a steep, it's decent, but still that cleaning kind of off note is in there, which I'm assuming is soapy for others. So yeah, it's one of those flavors that's like, anytime I'm looking for a honeydew, I just go over it, because I don't want to deal with the potential of getting that off note. Nicotine River is, why do people not like this? Mouthworn honeydew. No, sweet and tart. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm getting a burnt tasting kind from my coals, and I tried 2 different things for it. And then, this is gross. I don't know if I got a bad batch or what. Okay. People got a lot. I would say it's in like the 3 range. It is, I think a lot of people, I didn't think people would get a burnt note, but this is definitely like the soapiest of the bunch. Above 3, it's terrible. I think using it 1 to 2.5 is where it works best. I think here it said, yeah, 3. So a lot of people are going to go with the normal nicotine beryllium kind of 3 to 5. This one I think is a 1 to 2, and I think it's an additive at best, and then that's the only way you can utilize it. It is a very candied, artificial, fake honeydew, and that's what kind of gives people these terrible off notes. Let's try to figure out what this one is. Oh boy, we're not gonna figure out. Wow, this is one of the few times where we can't figure out what it is. Pleasant honeydew with a touch of cantaloupe and a splash of cream. Oh, well, we're not going to be able to figure out that. I don't remember much about honeydew. It was okay. I much preferred the watermelon raw and the cantaloupe series. The honeydew was just like a natural honeydew. It was far too natural, so it wasn't too sweet, and just kind of sugary water. I mean, it tastes like a honeydew, but it's not like e-liquid friendly, because it's not like boisterous or, you know, kind of rambunctious or anything like that. It's just a natural, real honeydew. So if you're kind of looking for that honeydew raw, that's probably a great route, because it's definitely one of the more natural honeydews. For the OG, of course, you got to use it a little higher. I don't remember if there's a raw. I can't remember, but if there is, that's probably better. But it's a nice natural honeydew. However, you might not want that, because once you get it, you're like, oh, this is a little bit too simple for my palate or whatever. But sometimes you just need no candy, no BS kind of honeydew, and VSO has a pretty decent honeydew. Recca honeydew, I got a sample a while ago. I need to get more. Or I got like one of those small amounts. I can't remember from where. And it's decent. I need to work with it more, and I totally forgot I had it. So I don't want to give too much incorrect information. It's definitely more on the candied side of honeydew. I didn't test it at that. I've only tested it at 2 and 3 so far. I haven't mixed with it yet. Honestly, I gotta find the damn bottle. I don't even know where that is. But so far, no negatives. The honeydew that you get off of is a candied, very similar to Capella, but more rambunctious. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I need to work with it more and figure it out a little bit more. No off notes. Good body, lacking top, and not as dense, kind of like Capella with holes in it. Honeydew melon TFS, I don't even remember. I honestly, Recca is from Indonesia or Malaysia? I think it's Malaysian, if I'm correct. On a side note for Recca, in complete opposite of TFS, Recca, it has like a nature's flavor streak going for me. Recca has been pretty solid. I have about 15 flavors, and I like all of them that I've tried so far. Similar to Nature's Flavors, I have even more, probably like 30 Nature's Flavors, and I like them all. Of course, I've studied and done a lot of research before purchasing these flavors, so it's not, crazy. Of course, if I ordered just off name, I'd probably have a lower hit streak, but Recca is really good for new DIYers, and the reason why I think is they're often, at least from my palate, they seem to be in a lot of disposables, because they're easily sourced on the east. But they make some really good. If you want a good starting point, if you don't mind coolant or menthol, go with their sparkling line. Their sparkling line has like apple, mango, grape, like a whole bunch. And so far I've tried like 5 of them and they're great, but they're very cold. So if you like cold, I highly recommend that. I'm assuming NF and Recca does, but if you do as much research as you can and kind of don't gamble too much, you should do okay. Nature's Flavor has the best ginger. It has Zabagugu, which is really good. There's a couple of like other stuff I can't think of because I'm in melon mode, but I've liked all of them. It has pancake. Their pancake's pretty good. The TFS wasn't good. Just, yeah. Honeydew. No. Alright, here's a weird one. So this is, yeah. 2 to 4 is usually what I've used it at. Honeydew Melon Flavor Revolution. Hey, funky. This one is super candied. Yes, they do. It is full candied. I can see people, soap testers, get in it. That's why it probably has a lower rate in here. I did not get the soap, but it's definitely very artificial to the point where you're like, this isn't even anywhere in the realm of candy or natural. This is definitely kind of something else, but it is a decent flavor. It reminds me of a lot of old school commercial liquids. It also has a little bit of creaminess into it. It's a very unique kind of odd honeydew melon. You can't get it now, so yeah, whatever, but somewhat enjoyable. Nothing that you ride home to mom about. I don't have melonberry, nor do I care. Do I have? I don't think I have this one. This one is awful. So yeah, this one, how do I explain it? This is kind of like a honeydew fart. A honeydew fart with bad BO. It's just like a honeydew with bad BO farting all over the place, like a grandpa that didn't shower, or a car that had food in it for too long. It is not good. I'm sure if you don't get those 2 off notes of fart and BO, it would be decent because it does smell like there's hope. But then you try it and you realize that there is no hope with this thing. One of the worst flavors I've ever tasted. Yeah. Not good. There's another one too. Ripe Galea. Let's get into that crap since we're talking about bad flavors. Galea, I think is how it's spelled. Yeah. What people like this? I don't know why. This is so both of these give me the same deal. Like farting BO honeydew. It is angry, and that's not even a word. That's how bad it is. It's such a bad off note that it frustrated me to the point where I created a new word. It's bad. Both are bad. I don't know which is worse. I think Galea is worse because it's like someone died and they put it in my bottle. Like I am helping someone get resurrected or some BS. I don't know what voodoo crap is in either of the bottles, but they're terrible. There's some chemical that aligns or compound, whatever you want to call it, in both of them. And it's also in Satan's dick. And it's just not good. Okay? Don't get any Mugwas, Galeas. Just get honeydew. Okay? I don't even know if this is a honeydew, but for the fact that it reminded me, or the other, just don't get it. Oh no. Honeydew as fuck. Melon honeydew SSA. Melon honeydew SSA. Unlike Satan's PP, this one's good, except it's a little green. Not as PP, but whatever. Melon honeydew SSA is pretty good. 1 to 2 kind of, 1 to 2% is what I use it at. The more above 2 you get, like using it 2.5, you get a little bit more rindiness. This is a very natural, like 75% natural honeydew. I enjoy it. I haven't worked with it as much as I want. Typical with SSA, they make too many good flavors, honestly. But it's good. It's a solid honeydew, really bassy honeydew. When I have worked with it, which isn't that much to be honest, but when I have worked with it, it has been fairly easy to work with. No problems, no hard to balance. Kind of reminds me of an easier to work with TPA. It also gives me like wild melon vibes. Like somehow this is in Flavora's wild melon. I don't know why, but I've always thought, I don't know, maybe the Polish people did some reverse technology and took out the honeydew in there, which would be pretty cool. But it's pretty good. I like it. I like that it's bassy and got a good body, but yet it's fair. At least I don't have, like I said, I haven't mixed with it enough, but it's fairly easy to mix with. It's kind of sad that it's so low, honestly. Like only 16. Is it new? It's probably new. Probably new. I know Wonder Flavors is coming up. I'm gonna have to do a pee break in this month. I'm too much coffee. Who is here? No one's here. It's me, Plop, Funk, Under the Glass, Fiddy's peeing probably. Cheryl. I said Cheryl. What the heck? What is in this coffee? I said Cheryl. I'm pretty sure that's Cheryl. And who else? Linda was here, but she always has to go do stuff because she gets busy around 12:31. Amy was here. Then we had Chickenfoot and Ronald were here. Darren was here early, but he's busy all the time, like Buster around this time. And that's it for everyone. Most of the people that watch this show is replay, honestly. So like, it's always enjoyable when people come to the chat. Hey, making pancakes. Enjoy your time with your family. I love making oh crap, I better not curse. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. Drink your milk. Eat eggs. Be nice to your dad and mom. Respect your elders. Be kind to everyone. Jeez, peer pressure. There's a kid around. Santa is real. Jesus. Taxation is theft. What else do you tell a kid? I don't know. Stay in school. Drink your water. Smart. Chickenfoot. Smart. Funky. Oh, well, you don't have to. It's somewhere. Why are you lying, Funky? It's 12:57 here. So you have altered time? Now I know it's not 12:57 there, but shouldn't it be 57 there, not 20? You need to go back to bed, Mr. Monk. Or Mrs. Monk, we've never verified. Don't cancel me. Have I built the anticipation for Honeydew Wonder Flavors? It's good. Let's get into it before I get to Australia. That is true. They don't have normal time in Australia. They somehow are like 30 minutes, no, 23 minutes ahead. Well, now it's old. I don't know how much, but you guys are ahead. I'm confused. Does the time like round? I don't. I guess it's 4:20 somewhere. Anyways, Honeydew, I've tested it at 2 and 4. Because I don't trust that. I saw that when I got on originally, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do 2 and 5. It makes sense, or 2 and 4. I think I did 2 and 4. I would put it right here. Very solid Honeydew. Unfortunately, it's candied. A lot of these are. There's not a lot of natural. No one wants a natural honeydew. You're boring. I know, but I do. I like a natural honeydew. Oh, Steve-O, does that mean he's incorrect or correct? Am I supposed to side with his time, or am I supposed to go against it? Because I don't know. Whose side am I on here? Jesus, they changed it. That's so, like, that's America. Like, nah, screw you. We're going to change our time by 30 minutes. Anyways, Honeydew Wonder Flavor is really good. It's bassy, juicy. It's slightly diluted compared to your rambunctious, violent TPA ones, kind of deal. It's a little bit more chilled, but not to the point where you're falling asleep. You know what I mean? You're relaxed, but you're ready to go, taco, But it's a good honeydew. I have only mixed with it once or twice. Steve-O. Steve-O's got a recipe. He did Cantaloupe Favora, Golden Kiwi. Oh. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. I would substitute the Flavor Jungle as he used it as an additive, which is, let's face it, that's all you can do with that. But yeah, that looks good. These two flavors can't go wrong. This flavor, I would honestly, I've been on, who's the new SSA Kiwi is fire. Also, Nam's Kiwi is fire. Nam's Kiwi is like a melon kind of kiwi. That would fit right in here. And I love Nam's and SSA. I think it's SSA's new kiwis. Those are both really good kiwis. I'm not going to say like they're the best of the best. I mean, Golden Kiwi is now the best of the best kiwi. I mean, it's not debatable, but Nam's and SSA's new ones, I think, could be easily in the top 5. I think, dropping hammers with tangents here, I think Kiwi FA might not even be in the top 3, top 5 now. With SSA, Golden Kiwi, Noms, that could be the top 3 off my head. There's also Perillium, which is better than FA. That one goes hard. Inawera Kiwi goes hard. Okay, what the heck, you distracted. Kiwi episode coming up eventually. You can find it somewhere on my channel, which is somewhere in the vicinity of where you're watching. At least I hope, unless you're like somehow in an alternate universe. Yeah, my aliens, what up? What up, Pluto? I think that's it. Oh, is there a Noms? Nom-a-nom-noms. There has to be a Noms. I do win. Why does it not? I have a sneaking suspicion. Maybe not as sneaky. Maybe just a suspicion that I don't like it. Because I don't remember with all the Noms, the good ones, it's like, oh, I need to work with it. I need to work with that. I don't remember crap about needing to work with this. That was that sigh, by the way. Was that sigh too much? I'm afraid of breathing into the mic. Did I not review? Okay, here. What? Why am I all over the place? Oh yeah, I'm smart. I can search. Search. Honeydew. Why is there not honeydew? I don't have my honeydew notes. I wonder what I thought. I feel like instinctually, which I don't even know if is a word, I didn't like it. I don't know why. That's not me. Grr. Maybe it's under, let me try searching melon. And not that, that was, I thought it was better in my head. Let's search melon. Kiwi, it's all the kiwi, passion fruit, watermelon. Yeah, why do I not have the honeydew? That's weird. I don't remember anything about this flavor. I wonder if Noms even has it, because, you know, there was 100 of them. And I think that's it for, like, we're deep, guys. We're deep in there. But it's funny because that Noms line is really good. So just watch whatever was on Noted DX, because I can't remember. Alright, and with that, I'm gonna take a piss so I don't die, because I'm pretty sure that's bad for you. And I got the coffee peas. It happens. Yeah, you're 30 minutes ahead. That's so crazy. Like, I know you're in a different not an alternate. I know you're over there. Or that way. I don't know. You're one of the two. No, wait. You're this way. Wait. You're somewhere, right? But it's just so odd that you're not only ahead in time, you're ahead of the normal time globally. Litter box time, that's what it's called. I don't do a lot of fruits. I love honeydew. I love melons. Like, if you've already cut up melons, like if melons could just cut themselves, that sounded so depressing. If melons were trying to delete, you know, that would be great. Because the worst part of melons is, where do I have 15 feet to cut and clean this melon? Because you need more feet than wherever you have. Unless you have some cutting board the size of Antarctica. It just doesn't work. Anyways, I'm going to go pee. So enjoy music while I go pee. It's the intermission. Go pee. Or finish the pancakes. Grab food. Popcorn. Anyways, enjoy this. All the melons. Remember to drink your water. Coffee is water. Like open up the valves to a dam. Anyways, time for music to Go away. I love this song. I have taken this song and pushed it. It didn't have that much plays. Now it's his third most. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Anyways, that was it for Honeydew Doos. Time to lope up with the Cantaloupe, or if you're TC, the loop. I wonder where you are, Steve. TC, I hope you're okay. Anyways, still, wow. Should I do coffee reviews every now and then? Would you watch? Looks like you would. And honestly, that would get more eyes on the channel. What can I say? You know? And a lot of people are, you know, doing sodas or candy or whatever. That don't intrigue me. Whereas coffee, you know, we could do a Denoted episode of top 10 flavors to add to coffee. You know what I mean? What the heck is it? Oh, that's a melon. I was like, what is that? All right, so let's do Honeydew. Now, unlike, did I say Honeydew? Unlike, let's get into Cantaloupe. Unlike Honeydew, there's not as much cantaloupes. And this is really frustrating because I kind of want more of a cantaloupe. That, to me, seems more enjoyable. So, Cantaloupe TPA. Did Capella make this? Because this is like Honeydew Melon Capella. But Cantaloupe. It's a candied honeydew. It's very orange. I actually made a mix with it yesterday. Actually, we can look at it if you want. I know a lot of people like looking at recipes. I don't share my recipes as much. Just because I feel like people think I'm arrogant. No, I use cap. Don't mix in. Don't. I just, it was late when I did it, so. Anyways, that's Capella. Where was it? Yeah, pretty much that, and we'll get into it because Capella makes the same version essentially. They're very similar. They're very orange, very candied, very artificial, very syrupy. Good body, not a lot of top. There's more top in TPA. Capella doesn't have as much. Both are good if you want, like, there's a king of natural, but if you want the artificial, both are good, TPA and Capella. If I had to pick, I'd probably go with Capella, and we'll go into why. TPA is a little bit more watered down. It's the 3 to 5 range. And I would say that's where it lies. It's about 3.5. It's not bad, but it's not, you know, all your problems are not going to be solved with this. It's going to leave you wanting more, not just from this flavor, but from Cantaloupe in general. Whereas Capella, did I say Capella? Capella, I enjoy a lot more. It's the one that I was thinking of. It's basically the version, the same version of their Honeydew Melon. It's candied, it's syrupy, it's artificial. TPA is still that, but it's a little bit more watered down, whereas this is more thicker and more dense. It's also a little bit more potent, slightly. I use it 2 to 3.5. Above 4, it can kind of get a little, both for me above 4 get a little too floral. But they're very similar. They're kind of like brothers or sisters, you know, both have their pros and cons. TPA is slightly more natural, but they're both candied or artificial, whatever you want to say. I do think if you do get soap or any kind of like off notes, typically like plastics or whatever, I don't get any plastic or cardboard, of course, but I feel like these would, TPA and Capella would both be pretty soapy or cleaner. Yeah, so heads up. FA Cantaloupe, it's a solid 1 to 2%. is where I would recommend it. Above 2, it gets too floral. Too floral. In the 1 to 2 range, it is really good at kind of making your recipe more naturally cantaloupe. But that floral note is a little hard to work with. I don't mind it because I haven't had too much of a problem when I use it 1 to 2, or I tend to use it 1 to 1.5 in addition to another cantaloupe, honeydew, whatever. I think it excels better at as an additive, just for that simple fact that it seems to work well at lower percentages versus in the higher realm. Not a lot of sweetness here too. Yeah, above what percentage did they say here? Yeah, I would not recommend this. At least starting off, you can work your way up and find the percentage that works for you. For me, it was 1 to 2. Anything above 2, it gets a little rough. But yeah, this one's pretty good. But also to put into perspective of how good, I still have the original 30 milliliter that I got on my first order. So it's good, but I don't use it that much because there's definitely a better natural one. Where are we? Cantaloupe Favora is the number 1 cantaloupe. It does have some floral notes above 1.5, 1.75. So keep that in mind. A lot of people over mix with this. If you're going to do above 1.5, you need an additive to bring down the florals. Using other melons is pretty easy to do. So if you're going to do the 1.5, which I've done before, I think I've pushed it all the way to 1.75. Just add another melon to soften up, as well as let it steep for about over 24 hours. Off the shake, it's fine. Nothing's wrong with it if you don't mind florals. It's very floral off the shake. After a steep, you're okay. If you're sensitive to florals, I wouldn't recommend this flavor anywhere above 1. It is also a little bit harsh off the shake, at least for my palate, and I have a pretty, iron. Not much is harsh for me. Like I a lot of custards I do off the shake, and that's just absurd to some people. But this one is harsh, similar to the wild melon harshness. So I'm assuming it's the same cantaloupe in there, even though wild melon is like very little cantaloupe. To me, it's just mostly watermelon and honeydew. But Cantaloupe Favora is, I don't want to say by far the best one, but it's pretty, it's you're still on the straightaway, it's making the corner, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost out of hand. It's just the most natural, the least candied, the least artificial. And it's my favorite to work with. To mix with. I'm pretty sure I'm eventually have a public recipe. I mean, look who's mixing here: Steve-O, Goose, Scottish, Bob's. I don't know, some Frank. Buried Alive. Oh, there's me. So a lot of people are mixing this. Watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, all commercial. Oh, so I made 2 commercial. Okay, what just happened? No, I want. Back up. Oh gosh, I hate. Yeah, there's Smoky, Frunkster. So a lot of. So a couple years I did a guana cantaloupe. Very simple 1, 2, or not 1, 2, 3, but 3 flavor recipe. I also did a kind of commercial kind of melon mix. So this is meant for like pods and lower wattage device. I tested it all the way up to 50 watts and it was still fine. And I tried it on my mech, it was fine. And you can see I utilized, I pushed it to 2 in a pod. or it was fine after a shake or a steep. Where did my other one? And then this was the alt version where I substituted it just with other things. Yes. But yeah, so it is the best cantaloupe. If you don't like cantaloupe, do you get this flavor? I don't think you get any cantaloupes or any honeydews for that matter if you don't like those two flavors. I don't think there's any use for them. Like, there's not some secret, this one can help dryness in a recipe, or this one adds base to whatever. I don't think any of them are going to be good if you hate melons, all right? But if you do, and you had to get one flavor tonight, it would be either Cantaloupe Favora or TPA Honeydew V1. That's what I think. Now, I will go into... I don't think I should go into blends, because then I gotta, that's not the name of the episode. And also, they've kind of been ran through. Everyone knows wild melon is sick. There's melon patch Perillium, that's pretty good. There's a lot of those blends, and they tend to be good. There is one more cantaloupe that you don't know about, and it's in the name, so we'll go over it. But I think Cantaloupe Favora is a must if you're into cantaloupes. If you're an avid mixer, if you love florals, single flavor testing it above 3, which is absurd, it's straight floral, and you can do what you want with that. And if you like natural, no artificial flavors. If you get candy out of this, I question your sanity, because it is 100% natural to me. Medicine flower cantaloupe is good, adds a creamy vibe. I was assuming both their melons would add a creamy vibe since they're natural. Flavor West, what are you doing? It's so... Flavor West, what happened? Oh, boom, there you go. Flavor West doesn't know what they're doing with their melons, okay? It's like they're great at making candy, and then they get to the melons. Drive safe, Fitty. Don't drive like Favora with melons. And then they get the melons, and it's just like, we don't know what to do. I'm sorry, we made kiwi and blueberry, and that was great. I don't know how to make a good watermelon or a melon. They suck at melons. It's like they tried to make the worst melons. It really is. They're not good. They're a swamp full of off notes and misery, and it's not worth the $1.99 or $1.25. They should pay you to take the stock, honestly, because it's terrible. It's not as bad as their honeydew, but still. No. Yeah, there's better ones. Where were we? VSO. Unlike Flavor West, Swaggy loves melons. All his melons are fantastic. Honeydew is definitely the worst of the bunch, because being natural, it's very boring. Cantaloupe, very good. It's a natural cantaloupe, but it's very juicy, very vibrant. The cantaloupe raw, I'm sure, exists, and that's going to be even better. But yeah, I enjoyed all the melons. I never made the meter like individually. I think I got a one shot of the meter made or whatever. But yeah, all the melons from VSO are good if you want a natural, less candied cantaloupe. Medicine Flower Fiddies said it was a nice one, and it was pretty creamy. He enjoyed it. I don't have it. I don't know anything about it. This is perfectly symmetrical representation of a cantaloupe. I would actually say that it would be presented as a honeydew if you were unaware of what the label stated. So it's like a honeydew melon, so yeah, it's like creamy. Let's try to figure out what this one is. Hopefully we can get this one. No, we can't. That's another one I will never do. I don't have the V2. My bad. Just never felt the need to get it. I was satisfied. I don't have the organic. I did research on it, and then I decided not to. It had bad ratings, of course, but there was other things. Cantaloupe the little C. Aha. Alright, y'all. So this one, you can use anywhere from 3 to... I've never used more than 6. This is one of my favorite flavors. I don't even know if you can get it anymore. I doubt it. Maybe you can. What? No. Yeah, nothing's coming up. Mountain Dew's coming up and stuff. Wait. VLAD flavor? Is that even a real website? Yeah, it doesn't even... So anyways, when you could get this, it's amazing. So essentially envision Lavora's Cantaloupe. It's a natural, floral, no artificial cantaloupe. And then imagine like a green strawberry, similar to like Capella or FA, maybe slightly jammy, but not too much. Kind of syrupy. And you combine them and it makes this very unique flavor of kind of like a battle of red and orange, if that makes sense. And it leads to some unique mixes, unique experiences. It's a very, one-dimensional, like you have to do one thing with it. I haven't mixed in a long time with it, I guess. I need to get to it. I have 120 mils. But as you can see here, you just kind of have to, be okay with having a strawberry cantaloupe. And if you are, it is delicious. It is one of my favorite flavors. You can't go wrong with it. If you have it, don't be afraid to mix with it. The floral nature of the cantaloupe goes away after a steep. So, it's one of my favorite. I don't have Perillium. I don't have it anymore. The regular cantaloupe was different, and I didn't enjoy it. That's all I remember. I think it was way too floral. That's it. That's it. I don't have triple O. Yeah, that's it. What it do? Not too bad. Not too bad. What, hour and a half? Not too bad. All right. So just to let you know what is coming up, we have lychee coming up on TMA. So lychee is kind of a free-for-all because not a lot of people have lychee, and spoiler, lychee flavors suck. Yep, sorry, they suck. Not saying lychee, the fruit sucks. And I prefer to call it lychee. Lychee, I don't like that. Lychee. Just sounds better to me. Usually I'd say lychee to make everyone happy. But this one will be kind of like a free-for-all. As I said, lychee flavors suck. But that would be Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern. That would be fun. I'm probably going to switch this around, maybe. I don't know what we're going to do next week. It depends upon if Fitty... Maybe we'll do the milk and honey episode, and then I'll move the mango episode back. I can do that somewhere. That way, because Fitty has possibly some mangoes that I can't source, or I don't trust emailing someone and then them sending me something. Speaking of which, I need to check on tracking. So I think we'll do milk and honey next week. I'll adjust it so it's correct. The 22nd is next Saturday, so that will be the milk and honey episode for Rocky. So this episode is unique. As far as I know, this has never been done for Noted DX, but we're combining one flavor and then separating it and doing all those flavors. So like, kind of like if you did strawberry cantaloupe flavor revolution, we would do all the strawberries and all the cantaloupes. So I'm going to do all the milks I have, because I don't have a ton. I'm guessing 15 to 20. I don't have every single milk, and I have even less honeys. I think I'm around 6 or 7, and I don't like any of them unless they're in Backos, and those ones don't have honey in the name, except for like one, I think. But yeah, we'll do that instead. That works out. And then I will move mango behind kiwi to give Fiddy more time if he is capable. If not, so be it. So I'll move that around after we're done. And that will be next week. And then we'll do kiwi, and then we'll do mango. As well as I'm going to make the cereal. We have a couple new episodes that have gone through, which is cereals, lemons and lemonades. And I think, is there one more? I think there's one more. I can't remember off the top of my head. So I will do that shortly. I will create those things and edit everything around. But that's that. So, yeah. I'll push it back. I can do that right now. As I just kind of BS and load up everything. Gonna get the Canva ready. Gonna get the image FX ready. Where do I go? Content. Here we go. Alright, I gotta zoom out. I can't see. This is annoying. Edit title and description. No. How do I do this? I always forget. Here it is. Alright, so what did I say? The 22nd. So we're going to put that to 22nd and save. And then we're going to go to here and move this out. 22nd, first, the 8th. The 8th. The 8th. Boom. March 8th. And then move you up, buddy, to the 29th. What? No. Why are you messing with me? The 1st, right? The 1st, yeah. Let's see. Making my way. All right. Okay. You haven't adjust 322. It's about to get. Does it not organize? There we go. Schedule for. No. I messed up. Of course. Where are you, buddy? Come back here. You get your butt over here. March. No. Going back. February 22nd, bud. You stay right there. Alright, let's check it now. Alright, so milk and honey is going to be 222, 3138. Beautiful. And you should be changed by now. Thank you everyone for watching. It is Why Are You Over Here? Okay, there we go. All right. So I can even push the mango back even farther. Pop, you have a great time. Thank you so much for joining us. And it seems like I should look into doing some coffee reviews. Right now, I got this one because it was on sale. And when I see I don't like that. See, just copy image, paste and go. Like, okay. So when I see Dolce, what? It's Dolce. I thought it was Dulce, but it's Dolce. I don't know if there's a difference, but at the end of the day, it tastes good. I did make it too weak. That's why you can kind of see through it. Not too much, but you definitely have not enough darkness. But it's good. What I think I'm going to do is test the coffees first, and then if I want to add stuff to it. This doesn't feel like it needs anything, but you can always add some like hazelnut or pumpkin to it. There's a lot you can do, but it's pretty good. I'm definitely gonna, look into it. You too, Ronald. See you, Funky. Thanks for joining. I'm just gonna BS the rest and get work done. Fiddy, is March 8th. I should probably push it out more to give Steepen. So I'm gonna push it back even 2 weeks to March, we're at March 8th, so 15th, probably 22nd or 29th. That should give ample amount of time. Let's go here and check. We also have, it's here. We also have a poll up here. I added this one into the mix, Bavarian Sweet and Vienna creams. Those haven't been done in a while, and figured just get them as a whole. I really want to do the odd names episode. For that, I'm just going to literally go through my flavor list. So that's going to be a massive one. And I really want to do papaya because I love papaya. Cherries, I don't know. I might have to just give that to Sam and say, hey, you need to do this. Because I don't have a lot of cherries. We also have, get here. We also have another poll up. Right here. Papaya. Oh, papaya finally got some momentum. All right, nice. So please go and vote on that. Pin post. Right, and then here is the final vote. So obviously, lemonade won twice. With a good amount, and then I don't feel confident with anything else, even cherry. Lemonade, I know it has just 8 votes, but it's got a good amount of votes over and over again. I think root beer is one that I'm gonna have to do either way, because root beer hasn't been done in a long time. There isn't much new ones, but still. So today we're gonna do the lemonade and cereal, if I'm correct. We're gonna unpin. How do I unpin post? How do I unpin it? We want to unpin it. I hate how there's certain things you can do easier in your phone than you can. What is this? Oh, that's crazy. It's just way too much, bro. I'm just trying to chill. Alright. Maybe, I think I gotta go down here. all the way here and then unpin it, which is stupid. Absolutely idiotic. So lemon's 1, and then cereal's 1. And cereals was by far the biggest one, and then lemonades had more votes as well. Papaya might be in there. So right now we're gonna do cereals and lemons. So first let's go to projects. And let's just pick out one that I've done already. I really like this one. A green alien eats a bowl of cereal in a bathrobe while on the porch of the house watching the sun rise. Is that good enough for you, buddy? You hit the daily generation limit? What? I haven't done anything. Thanks, man. I'll remind you. Or I'll try to remind you. A green adult alien. I don't want... an adult. I don't want to be a kid here, okay? Nice. Root beer float is the mix-along. That's nice. I think this one's kind of funny because of the pink robe. Listen. I don't know what you're talking about. But a lot of people watch this episode. Which is rad, man. Ooh, a yellow robe. Yeah, that's good. Then we come up to uploads, upload files, downloads, boom, click, open, done, let it load, click, alt, right, set images background, done. Not done, change font. Let's do a yellow theme since it's wearing yellow. Change to all yellow. Yellow, change to all, boom. And then we need to do the background, which is pretty simple. Effects, we're at purple. Let's test it with others. Blue, ooh, light blue looks good. Dark, green, no. Purple looks good too. Pink looks good. Black looks alright. White looks okay. Let's go. I like blue. Boom. And then we do it the same for here. Super simple. Super simple, guys. You can do this with your photos. Vex, boom, come over here. Boom. Come over here. Boom. Done. Millions gotta eat too. Share, download. JPEG, best for sharing. Done. And then we need to do drinking lemonade and on let's see what that does. That would be funny. You too, Steve-O. Thanks for watching. I gotta get a haircut. And I don't really look forward to it. I'm kind of lazy right now. Whoops. Upload file. Boom. Quick. Boom. Alt. Replace background. Done. What is this? Delete. Oh no. I gotta delete that. Then share. Download. Download and then we go back here. Oh no. Alright, boom, boom, replace background. Alien's got a drink too. I think that looks good too. Done. Download. Just simple, quick, easy. That does it. That does it. Alright. So you know the deal. TMA this week is going to be lychee, 8:30. So make sure to be there. 8:30 Wednesday Eastern time. Then next Saturday, we're doing the Milk and Honey episode for Rocky. I hope he's there. He wasn't here today. Hopefully he'll be there tomorrow. We did have a lot of people view it tonight, so cool. Maybe he was here. But yeah, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Share. Recommend. You can also support me in fun, tasty ways, like supporting me on my Patreon, which is always posted or pinned. What is this? I don't have 120 members, I wish. Which is always posted or pinned everywhere on Facebook, so you can always check me out there. I also have Venmo. You can reach out directly if you want to Venmo me, whatever. But yeah, that's that. I'll see you next week for the Milk and Honey episode, and I'll see you Wednesday for lychee. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy your weekend.